Start. Today is a thermal power plant. It is the part of the thermal power plant. That means there are hydroelectric power plant, nuclear power plant, and thermal power plants are the power plants available. Out of that, thermal power plant is coal-based power plant, also we called as steam power plant. Let's forward to learn the overall working of the power plant. This is the structure of the thermal power plant. That means steam-based power plant. Here, the first is we start from the coal storage. Here the storage of the coal take place. Then there is that the coal handling power plant. In coal handling, the coal is made free from foreign particles. That means it will be clear and the coal is crushed into the fine powder. So then it is cried to transport to the coal crusher. So where it is converted into the fine powder. Then it is burned into the furnace. The furnace is available in the boiler. So heat energy from the furnace is used by the boiler to convert water into the high pressure steam, which is further superheated by the superheater. The superheated steam is passed to the turbine. After that, we rotate the turbine blade. The heat energy is converted into the mechanical energy, and then after coming out from the turbine, steam is passed to the condenser. Out of that, then the turbine is get rotated and the mechanical energy is converted into the electrical energy because of the alternator is coupled to the turbine. The converted electrical energy is goes to the our grid and the electricity is generated. Apart from that, the steam is out from the turbine, it goes to the condenser. The main working of condenser is that in condenser cold water is circulated in the help of pump which condenses the low pressure wet steam. Thus, condensed steam, that means water, is supplied to the low pressure water heater which increase the temperature of the cold water. This again heated high pressure heater. That means in the cooling tower is provided for to condense the steam from the water. After that, this low pressure steam is going forward to the feed water pump, then is feed water heater, which increase the temperature of the water, and that means for increasing the temperature level of the steam, so which will be increasing the efficiency of the steam power plant. This method taking out steam from turbines from feed water by heating is called as the bleeding of turbines, which increase overall efficiency of boiler. The turbines in generator rooms act as like the prime mover for alternator, which generate electrical energy and the output alternator supplied to the busbar, as shown here. Apart from that, there is an economizer provided there. The economizer is its main work is it utilizes the heat energy from exhaust flue gases from heating feed water and thus increase the efficiency of the plant and the gives fuel economy because the flue gases apart from the boiler is going to the economizer, so we can collect that heat from the economizer and give to the our our water, so it increase the efficiency of the power plant. Then it is the forced draft fan. There is a two fans. The first is a forced draft fan and second is the induced draft fan. So forced draft fan, it is only the fresh air into the furnace. That means it provide for the combustion we need the oxygen or the fresh air from the environment. So the working of the forced draft fan to pass the air to the boiler through the air preheater, so to increase the efficiency, the air coming from the forced draft fan, it get hot, so it will be increase the efficiency of boiler. After that, the remaining the gases out from the induced draft fan, that means it is a second fan, it out from the chimney. So the gases which we not needed, so they out to the chimney and the ash is collected in the induced draft fan. So the ash is not going out from the chimney. These are the main working of the steam power plant. Let's forward to begin. There are advantages and disadvantages of this power plant. First is that initial cost is low as compared to the other generating station. because the stable power plant where we located, we can provide anywhere. So fuel use is mainly quickly cheap. So because we use coal as a fuel, so coal as very cheap, required very much, but it has the cost is very low, required less space compared to the hydroelectric power plants. Generating cost per unit is less as compared to the diesel power plants. Rapidly changing load without any difficulty. It can run 25% of overload capacity. So we can use as a thermal power plant as a base power plant. That means we directly use as a base power plants. Apart from that, there are certain disadvantages which include the pollution is a main disadvantage of this type of power plant. Also, there is a running plant is most running cost is more costlier than hydroelectric power plant because we require the coal, because the coal calorific value is less, so we require the high amount of coal. So that's why we require the running cost will be high. So huge water required because we want to convert into the water into steam. So the huge water should be required. Operating cost of as compared to the nuclear power plant, hydroelectric power plants, it should be very high. Then these are the main working principle of the thermal and steam power plant. It mainly this these are the main diagram of the thermal power plants. So we are all functions we are now covered, such as in ash handling power plant, the ash coming out from the air, the ash going to the ash storage, and for different purposes like to making the bricks and the different purposes the ash coming out from there. Thank you. Let's begin, and we will sing the next video on hydroelectric power plant. Thank you.